So if you've got ADHD, then you're probably used to reading the layer under what people say. And that's how most neurotypical interaction works anyway. There's always a little bit extra hiding under the words. People soften things, they hint at things, they say one thing but signal something different with their face or their tone. And half the conversation is happening underneath, and your brain learned to track it because it had to. Then you end up talking to someone who's ASD or on the spectrum, and suddenly your usual roadmap stops working. People with ASD tend to speak literally. They mean what they say. They don't pack their message inside 10 layers of tone and expression. They're not dropping hints or expecting you to read their minds. What they say is the message. And your ADHD brain, which is used to decoding hidden meaning, starts scanning for a layer that isn't there. So a neutral comment feels loaded. A flat tone feels like something's wrong. A quiet moment feels like tension. Your brain is running its usual pattern recognition script. Meanwhile, the ASD person is wondering why you're hearing things they never said. They think they're being clear. You think you're picking up the signals behind the signals. You're basically running two different operating systems, either of which are wrong. They just don't line up automatically. And this is where understanding the mechanics actually helps. If you can pause and think, okay, my brain's grabbing for subtext because that's how I learned to survive social stuff. And their way of communicating is straightforward, not hidden. You stop filling in the blanks that weren't meant to be filled. You can ask for clarity instead of guessing. You can trust their words instead of looking for the secret meaning. And they get a chance to communicate in the way that actually works for them. And that's when the interactions start making more sense, not because anyone changes who they are, but because you're finally working with the real map instead of two imagined ones.